Hey guys. So first off, I just want to apologize for last night. I feel really terrible about that. My kids finally went to bed at like 11:30 and stopped their screaming and crying, and well, I finally got my computer to work, so that's exciting. Anyways, life with kids, yay. Um, so there's just some things that I wanted to go over. I still want to have a team Zoom with you guys because I think it's really important, just for us all to connect, for you to ask any questions that you have. But there is a couple things that I wanted to go over, and so I'm going to do that now and get this out to you guys right away here. So first off, if you guys didn't see, there's that new promo that's going on right now. So this is all new people that sign up with a 400 kit. So this is everyone who's never purchased a kit before. So if you've been in the business for free but you haven't purchased a kit, this applies to you. If you've already purchased like a 100 kit or a 200 kit or whatever, this, unfortunately, you can't get this deal. But right now, any new person that has never purchased a kit, so they've been in the business, like I said, or a new person, gets a free $50 product credit with a 400 kit purchase. So it's enough for another pack of DFTs. So if you guys don't know, the 400 kit comes with 3 months of the pills, 3 months of the shake, and 2 months of the DFTs. So this is basically giving them a full 3 months of the Thrive experience. The really cool part, if you guys don't know, is if someone purchases a 400 kit from you, you are making $80 commissions off of that. So when they have these deals, it's kind of fun to try and incentivize people a little bit. We're allowed to do that here. So sometimes I'll offer like an additional $25 back. You guys want to make sure you're not giving back that full $80 or you're going to end up actually owing money, which isn't going to be good. But yeah, so if you wanted to offer someone an additional $25 off, give them some free shipping, you might get some people interested in that 400 kit. And you can also, if you're just using it to bump up your points, people can be like kidnappers, so they can just come in and get the really good deal on the 3 months of Thrive, which I've had people do before. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. As well as right now they have $2 product credits again. So what is this? This is really exciting. For every customer or promoter that you sign up, you're going to get $2 in product credit. And these promotions are on until January 29th. I'm pretty sure they'll extend them to the end of the month. That's what they usually do. Don't quote me on that, though. They might not. But so this is free customer accounts. So they don't have to order anything. All you need is their name and their email address. Sign them up for a free customer account, and you get a $2 product credit. This is amazing for getting yourself some free product, for getting free product credit that you can hand out to customers. Make sure, though, you guys, that they are signing themselves up or that you have their full permission to sign them up. They need to know that they're getting a free account and that they might get an email here and there from the company. You don't want to just sign people up. That's how you're going to get in trouble. And it is for free promoter accounts, too, but don't try and sign up any free promoter accounts. We don't want to be doing that in case they actually end up wanting to join because it's going to screw them over. Okay. I just want to touch on that quickly. And then I really, really want to talk about getting to 4K and these next couple months here. So if you haven't been in the industry before, you haven't seen a busy season or what a busy season is. We call February to May our busy season because people are getting their tax refunds back. The whole, like, Christmas is over. People have money again. So this is busy season for us. We're coming right up to it right now. January is still technically a slow month. In this type of industry, a month is gonna go how you make it go. So, everyone pushes hard during these months, and that's why, again, it is a busy season because, once summer comes, people kind of slow down a little bit. But this is the time we really need to be focusing on our businesses if you want to grow, if you want to build a sustainable long-term business, if you want to get those 4K bonuses. So everything that we're doing, guys, these contests that we've had on the team page, these are all to get to 4K, okay? Some of the things that we're doing aren't things that you need to be doing after this busy period, okay? I just want to stress that this isn't, when I say go add 10 people on Facebook and give you that goal of that being your daily goal, that is for our busy season. That is not every day of the entire year. I mean, that would be 3,650 people in a year if you were doing that all year long, which makes it seem pretty unrealistic. That is specifically for the goal of hitting these promotions. So with It Works, you know, they came out with these bonuses every February that you could get, and they would give you February or half of February, March, and April to hit these bonuses. So everyone would just go crazy, and everyone would push super, super, super hard. And this last year, I went for 2 of those bonuses, and I just wanted to share with you guys what I did to get there, because it's going to take the same kind of effort to get these bonuses. Maybe not quite the same effort. This is a little bit easier in my personal opinion. But it takes posting consistently. Okay, people are watching you, and if you miss a post, you know, it seems silly, but it can make people lose interest, okay? They want to watch your story. We are building ourselves as personal brands, not as, you know, we're not the company. We're not being like, hey, look, like Lavelle. People are going to join you because they like your story. So you need to make sure that you're consistently posting, consistently getting yourself out there, growing your audience. Like I said, 10 people a day on Facebook should be our focus going into February. So February, March, April, you want to be building your business as much as possible on Facebook and on Instagram. The more people that see your posts, the more interest you're going to get. The more people that you talk to and build relationships with, the more interest you're going to get. So you really need to be putting the effort in those areas. If you are only posting once or twice a day, it's not enough. If you're posting 3 times a day, it's probably not enough still. Okay, our goal, the goal that I've given you guys is 5 times a day, which is a very realistic goal in my opinion. With It Works, when we went on a run, we were posting 8, 9, 10 times a day. It was insane. And I don't see a need to post that much, but you do need to be trying to get these 5 in. That's at least 3 business posts. So that can be product, that can be testimonies, that can be your why, your dreams, your goals, why you joined the business, what you want out of the business. You know, I know a lot of people are saying they are having a hard time trying to figure out what to post. So how my day looks, sorry, I'm just kind of, okay. So every morning when I wake up, and if you look at, this is mostly, I have a really big focus on Facebook. I really, really like Facebook, and I don't focus as much on Instagram as I should. So if you're following me on Instagram, I apologize for, it probably doesn't look how I'm going to describe here. But you need to, you know, I really think it is important for us to focus on both. You can focus on Snapchat too, but put more of your energy into what you're good at. If that makes sense. You guys, you know, not all of us have the same strengths and goals. So if you're really good at Instagram, put your focus into Instagram. If you're really good at Facebook, put your focus into Facebook. If you're really good at Snapchat, put your focus into Snapchat. That doesn't mean neglect the other areas. That just means put your energy into where you are seeing the most, and where you think you're going to get the most out of your business. Okay, so wake up in the morning, and we should be doing a wake up post, okay? So this is either, I alternate every day. So this is either I'll post a picture of my kids, or I'll post a picture of something to do with Thrive, one of the steps or the patch. You can do like a little video if you guys don't have some of these apps. So there's some really good ones that you can use to make videos. So there's Boomerang, which you all probably know. There's one called musical.ly. I really like using that to switch it up. It takes like a song and you can put it with a video. just little things like that that you can do to make things, switch things up a little bit. You can do a wake up quote, something inspirational. If you guys are posting a picture of a quote, don't just have it be the quote. Make sure you write something underneath it, something meaningful. If you guys are having a hard time coming up with words to say, don't hesitate to reach out to somebody, okay? Well, your words are going to be huge, and what you write under a post is going to be huge, okay? You want everything to kind of tell a story about your life, about your day, about what you're doing, about Thrive, about whatever you want it to be about. But people are going to follow your story. So you need to make sure that it's interesting. You need to make sure that you're actually writing something and not just sharing a picture. Okay, so that's your morning post. You could post a picture of, outside, the sunrise, anything. Anything that is going to be an interesting post that you think people would, something funny, something inspiring that they like waking up to. And then again around lunchtime, you want to post again. So this is if we're focusing on five posts a day. And I do my posts, I try and do them in Eastern time. If you do them in Eastern time, you know that the East Coast is seeing it, and you know that everyone else, like when they get caught up, they're going to see it too. If you're posting later, then people are going to miss it. So if you can, try and follow East Coast time. So lunchtime. If your first post was a Thrive post, don't make your second post a Thrive post, okay? Make sure you're alternating back and forth. So around lunchtime, some ideas that you could do. You can share a before and after photo from the Lavelle page. You guys, if you are sharing a story from the Lavelle page, I highly recommend copying the story, taking the picture, and posting it to your wall. I don't recommend hitting the share button. People tend not to see that stuff as much as if you were posting it, or they're just not as interested if you share it. I find I get better feedback if I copy the words and then post it. A lifestyle post, so this could be something you did in the morning, or something that you're going to do during the day. It could be food, it could be an activity you did with your kids. It can be anything, any kind of lifestyle post that you can think of. Just make sure that you're alternating your posts, so you're not having 2 lifestyle posts back to back or having 2 Thrive posts back to back. And then again around dinner time. Around dinner time, I find it a really good time to do those interactive posts that we've been talking about. So whether it's an A, B, C, D choice, asking people's opinions, asking people what they're having for dinner. You need to be doing 1 interactive post a day to bump up your interaction. Okay. The way that the Facebook and Instagram algorithms work is the more people that you get liking a post of yours, the more that they're going to see your other photos and your other posts. So I don't know if you, I always do interaction posts, and it helps bump up your stuff. So you need to be doing one of those every single day. Dinner time I find is a good time to do them around, or anytime after dinner. If you do them in the morning, they don't get as much interaction, I find. So again, around dinner time, if you don't want to do an interactive post, you can do a before and after if you didn't do one before. Guys, try and do a before and after. If you're struggling with what to post during a day, do a before and after every single day. There's nothing wrong with that. People want to see results. So if you're sharing a before and after every single day, that's fine. And by before and after, I mean testimony. Sorry, I'm just so used to saying before and after. You can share one every day. I try and do one every 2 days, but that doesn't mean you can't. A lot of the customers that you're going to get will be from seeing other stories. So, you can share people on our team. You can share people's stories. Make sure if you're sharing someone's stories, you send them a message first. Make sure it's okay that you share it, unless they've specifically posted that you can share it. Another thing I want to say to you guys is, if you see someone make a post and it seems like something that you want to do too, don't just copy and paste it. If I take a post that someone else has used, I always check with them first to make sure it's okay, and I always try and change it up a little bit so it sounds more like my words. If you're just copying and pasting something, people aren't going to see it as much because it's been on Facebook before, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the schedule. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. I have like so many things going on in my head right now. Evening post. So this is around like 7 p.m. Make it personal. If you haven't had a personal one in a while, I like to do something we did that day, or just a cute picture of my kids. I try and do a video every single day too, whether it's just a funny video of my kids or me doing something, me saying something. I know that a big fear of a lot of us is putting videos of ourselves out there. But this is something that you need to try and do. If you're not growing your comfort zone, you're not going to grow in this business. It's all about growing yourself as a person. If there's one thing I've learned, it's you need to put more into growing yourself than you do into growing your business, and your business will grow. You need to be doing personal growth every single day. Start your day with something inspiring, something that makes you excited. So yeah, evening personal. If you guys are ever stuck for things to post, I always follow the F's. So food, fashion, fun, friendship, anything like that. You guys can go on Pinterest and get different like do-it-yourself ideas. People love that kind of stuff. Or if you're really big into animals, post pictures of animals. If you're big into traveling, post pictures of your goals and make them really exciting. Okay. If you haven't done a dream board yet, you guys need to do a dream board. And this can be anything crazy. Like, it needs to be your wildest dreams. You need to dream as big as you possibly can. When I first got introduced to network marketing, my upline through It Works, I had followed her on Instagram for probably a year before I decided to join with her. And the one thing that she kept saying over and over that really got me and was the reason that I joined was she kept saying she was going to bring her husband home and she was going to retire her husband, and the next year she was going to retire her husband. And I was like, you're crazy. But it finally got to me. I saw this post at least every other day about her bringing her husband home, and I was like, I want to do that. So post your goals, guys. People are going to relate to your goals. If you're saying something's going to happen and you keep putting it out there, not only do you have a better chance of it actually happening, people are going to relate to that and want to be a part of it as well. And then before bed, you can either do like a thankful post, something you were thankful for that day, or an opportunity post. This is a really great time. People are lying in bed. They don't want to go to work the next day. Do an opportunity post. How you love that you can make money from your phone. It could be something so simple as, how much you love helping people make money from their phone. Leave it at that. People might ask you a question. Or you can do a whole write-up. Sometimes I'll do like a paragraph or two about everything it's done for us. And guys, if this business hasn't done anything for you yet, you don't need to make something up. You can share stories of what it's done for other people, and this is where your dreams come into, sharing stories of what it's going to do for you. And if it's only done something small for you, don't be ashamed to share that either, because sharing the small things are sometimes a lot more significant than sharing the big things. If it's given you a tank of gas, if it's given you a little extra to do something fun with, those are things that people are watching. Those are things that people want. The little things can sometimes be the big things, so don't be ashamed to share any of that stuff if it's something small. I remember when I first started and I got like my first paycheck with my old company, and it paid for, I think I took Liam out for ice cream or something like that, and I shared it, and it just, it was something that I wasn't able to do otherwise if I didn't have that extra $23, you know what I mean? So share that stuff. Other than that, if you want to post more than that, go for it. You're going to find something that works for you. I think 5 is a really attainable number, especially, we're busy people, right? We've got kids, we've got jobs. I think you should be aiming for 5. Minimum of 5, if you can. Again, like I said, you're going to do what works for you. You're going to find a flow. The biggest thing you can do is be consistent. You don't want to miss a day. If you are going on vacation, that is a whole different story. But try and do as much as you can of sticking to a schedule. Make one that works for you. Something that I don't think I've talked about with you guys and I really want to share. Okay, so there's something called airplane mode. And we use this a lot with It Works. So on your Instagram, I'm just going to show you guys here. If you go to post a photo, it just automatically posts right away to your wall. So if you go to your phone here and you turn it on airplane mode, okay? Turn your phone on airplane mode so there's no connection. You go to Instagram. You know, it's not going to let you like refresh your feed or anything like that. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. It says like couldn't refresh feed. You go into post a photo, okay? So this is just my post from last night. I haven't done this yet for today. So say I wanted to post about this, the package that they're doing right now. Sorry, this is like terrible lighting. Okay, so you go there, you hit next, like you're gonna post it. Do up your caption, whatever you want, blah, 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 blah. Click share, and it's gonna, can you see this? It's gonna pop up there. See, not posted yet, try again, okay? So there's a little refresh button. You guys, if you're having a really busy day or you're working, make some posts. Sometimes I have like 10 posts up there that I have just prepared, and it can be anything from an interaction post to like a throwback post to an opportunity post, a product post. They're all gonna stay up there. When you turn your phone off airplane mode, it's still gonna be there, okay? So now I'm off airplane mode, and all I have to do to share it is hit refresh. And it posts to my wall. I'm gonna delete that because I don't want that up. But how easy is that? You can, if you have an extra free time at night, put your phone on airplane mode, make a bunch of posts, you have it ready to go for the next day. Super, super easy. So, if you're not posting because you're too busy, now you don't have an excuse. Other daily things that you need to be doing to keep your interaction up, to keep people seeing your posts. Birthdays, always wish everyone a happy birthday. Interact at least twice a day on Facebook and on Instagram. Take 10 to 15 minutes out of your day. Go through both. This isn't just liking. Make sure you're commenting on photos. Make sure it's not just a generic 1-word, 2-word, 3-word comment. Ask questions. Asking questions is going to help you build relationships. And we're always looking for our in with people. This isn't an in to bringing up the business. This is an in to building a relationship. So asking where they got that sweater that you think is really cute, or asking how they did that craft, asking for the recipe for a meal, anything that you can build a relationship off of. Okay, building relationships. I'm going to stick on this topic for a couple minutes here because I feel like I'm just, again, jumping all over the place. Building relationships. Okay, I want to talk about building relationships and adding people. When I give you guys the contests, or not the contests, the goals of adding 10 new people on Facebook a day, this is not just a whole bunch of random people that you don't know. I want to make that very clear, okay? This is not just scrolling through someone's Facebook friends and stealing their friends. Don't do that. Please don't do that. This isn't just scrolling through a group and going add. Don't do that. Please don't do that, okay? There's a right way and a wrong way to build your business. We want to do this the right way because we want to grow. We want people interested. We want people actually coming to us. Okay. So if you're part of these groups, this is where I get my Facebook friends as groups. You make a post. Say you need to be posting in at least one group every single day. This is where you're going to get your friends from. I am a part of, I don't even know, like 15 groups. We have like a freezing rain warning here for today, and it's starting now. It's loud rain. Okay, so anyways, back on track. I'm part of like 15 groups because I can bounce around, get new people. It's really important. I mean, it's really good if you're focusing on only a couple groups, but the more that you diversify yourself, the better it's going to be. So make a post in a group. Okay, this is just one that I did the other day, just to show you guys. And if you're friends with me, you saw it on my feed as well. I'm part of one group, and I try and be in groups. It doesn't matter if they only have a couple of people in them or if they have tons and tons and tons of people in them. Both are good. And not every, this isn't, I just want to show you guys this is an example of something you could do. So I did this Snapchat of Indy the other day, and it was like her and a little bunny cartoon, and she's so cute. Okay. Anyways, and all I said was, I can't get over the cuteness of the Snapchat filter. Does anyone want to share your adorable kiddos with your favorite filter? And, it doesn't show me how many comments I have, but, if you see here, so it has, people just started sharing pictures of their kids, okay? So, from there, what I would do I'll like every single picture and I'll comment on some of them. I'll respond to them and I'll make a comment about how cute their kid is. I mean, even if it's something generic like that, when you make a post like that, it's good. I start building relationships with people on the post. So we'll start having a conversation back and forth in the reply message, and after it gets to be 5 or 6, I'll add them to Facebook. I'll go to their page, I'll add them, and then I'll message them. I'll be like, thanks for that. Like it was getting too much, like communicating like that. And then we'll just continue on our conversation. Okay. So this isn't just going through and adding random people. This is making a post and then interacting with the people who comment on it, starting a conversation with them, adding them to continue the conversation. Okay, I've never had anyone be like, why are you adding me? You see a lot of the time, if you do add people randomly, you're gonna see people being like, don't add me if you just want to sell me something. Okay, first and foremost, we need to build interaction. People do not care how much you know unless they know how much you care. Okay, plain and simple. They don't care what you have. They don't care what you're doing. Unless you're showing somebody that you actually care about them as a person, they're not going to want to be a part of any little network that you have going on. So, relationships, okay? If you have any more questions on that, please let me know. This is how I built a Double Diamond business, and it works. This is the push it takes to get to the next level. Saying that you're adding, it's really good if you're adding 2 or 3 good quality people on Facebook a day, but I feel like that is better for the rest of the year, if that makes sense. During busy time, you need to be putting in like 1,000-time effort, because you're trying to do something that normally, we all came into this business November or after, so we came in a really awkward time of the year. Okay, if you're coming in say like February, March, April, you've got the momentum of what's going on right then and there, and then you have the entire year to build up that momentum again. We came in at a really weird point in the industry, and we have to build that momentum really quick now. So this is what it takes, okay? It takes interacting on other people's posts. Make sure in these groups that you're interacting on all these posts. You're interacting on other people's posts, building relationships that way. You can start conversations on other people's posts. You don't even have, if you don't know what to post, just go to someone else's post and interact there, okay? It's really, really, really important. Okay, back to, where was I? Following and adding, interacting, what to post. I think I talked about that. Your why. Okay, you guys, don't lose sight of your why. If you don't know what your why is, figure out your why and make it strong. My why for doing network marketing is so that my kids don't have to be raised by someone else, so that my husband can be around when he wants to be around, so he can work whatever job he wants to work. Both of us work from home, and we have that opportunity because of network marketing. I want to be able to travel, and I want to travel, and I want to do crazy things. Like, a lot of it is materialistic. And it can be materialistic. There's no reason that it can't, I want to help other people do the exact same thing that we're doing. I want people to be able to stay home with their kids and to be able to travel and be able to save up for, be able to send their kids to college without having to worry about it. So figure out your why and make it strong, and never let your why become your excuse. Much like I did last night, my kids were screaming, so my kids became my excuse. They're my why, but sometimes it's hard, and you have to find the balance between your routine and fitting this in. This isn't meant to be something that's so completely stressful, and sometimes things happen and you have to take them as they are. But you need to get your focus back and get right back in it. Be positive. If you're putting negative stuff on your newsfeed, even if it is something so small that you don't think would make a difference, it probably will. I keep all my negative drama off the internet, okay? There's a lot that goes on in my life that I don't share. A lot. And it just doesn't need to be out there. I know some people that put all their negative, dirty laundry on Facebook, and then they wonder why they don't get anywhere. And I'm not saying anyone on this team. This isn't anyone on this team that I've seen do this, but you guys just need to be so careful what you put out there. It's like anything. Once it's out there, you can't take it back. okay? So if you think about yourself, if you were following somebody and wanting to join their company, their team, and they put up a whole big long post about bashing somebody, like, just anything, bashing anything, it would probably make you think of them a little bit differently and make you maybe reconsider joining their team. So just don't do that. Promo. I have promo written twice. I don't know if there was another promo that I wanted to talk about. I don't think so. Okay. So I'm just trying to see if there was anything else. Okay, so you guys, when you're talking to somebody and it's moving from just a generic relationship and they want to know more about the business now, you need to either figure out their want, their need, or their hate to make a sale, okay? So what's their want? Do they want an extra income? Do they want to get healthier? Do they want to sleep better? Do they want their muscles to not be as sore? What do they want? You need to figure out what they want. You need to figure out what they need. So do they need more energy? Do they need to get healthier? So people are either going to fall into one of these three categories: want, need, or hate. So you need to figure out which one it is, and then you need to figure out what it is. So want, need, or what they hate. What do they hate about? Do they hate going to their job? Do they hate feeling tired? It makes sense, hopefully. But that's really, really important, because if you get someone's why, you can bring them back to it. When you're following up with somebody, always bring them back to their why. Make that emotional connection. Okay, you guys need to be getting people on Lisa's family calls, okay? Friends and family calls are Mondays and Thursdays. You need to be getting people on those. Your goal should be to have at least one person. That would be 2 people a week, 2 potentials a week, 2 new potentials a week. That's all it would be. You should be pushing for more than that. But at a bare minimum, you should be pushing to get at least one person on those calls. By the way, guys, if you're in Canada, you don't need to stay in you don't need to focus all your efforts on just Canadians, okay? Maybe that's easier for you, and that's fine. If you want to build just like a solo Canadian team, then that's fine. If you're just in the US and want to build a solo US team, that's fine too. But you need to kind of branch out. Okay, you need to try and add people. It doesn't matter where they're from. So if someone's in the US and you're in Canada and you build a relationship with them, add them anyways. Anyways, I just want to say that. Always tell people that you're gonna try and help, teach them how to thrive for free. I mean, if they refer 2 people, it's good for you and it's good for them. If you haven't done Lisa's training videos, go through her training videos. Definitely something you need to do if you have never done it. If you're giving out a mini Thrive experience, under promise and over deliver. Okay, you don't want to promise that people are going to feel anything. You say, I don't know if this is going to do anything for you. It's just to show you how simple it is, and if you feel something, then that's an added bonus. And I always tell people that I felt something on day 1, but that doesn't mean that they will. Make sure that you're going over the different things it can do for you and not just the energy, because people are going to feel different things. Again, talk about your dreams, be excited, make your day a story, share your passion. That's basically all it is, guys. Share these promotions, share how excited you are, be positive. If you guys aren't writing down your goals every single day, you need to. This is your daily goals or your big goals. Like I had said, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself what you are. Everything that comes out of your mouth is what's going to happen in your life, okay? It can be a slow process, it can be a fast process, but it is 100% true that what you put out there is what you're going to get back. Write down your goals. Stop doubting yourself. You were created to do amazing things, so don't doubt yourself. You're all capable of doing more than you have ever thought possible, okay? So just remember that. Remember that you're more than enough, okay? Say your goals out loud. Say that you can. Say that you will. Say what you are. Say that you're going to achieve your goals. This is our time, okay? So we can do absolutely anything that we want. This is your moment. You are, we're creating our future. So embrace it and run with it. Again, don't let your why become your excuse. You're not going to go through anything that you weren't meant to go through. So if you're going through a hard time, use it to grow yourself, okay? Use it to help others go through the same thing. Don't waste hard times. Hard times happen to us for a reason, and you can either let it get you down or you can use it to grow you and help you grow other people. Lead by example, guys. Your team is going to follow what you're doing. So if you're wondering why your team isn't working, it's probably because, some people aren't going to work regardless. But you need to be putting in that effort to help them grow, to show them what they need to do. If you guys have a new teammate come in, get them on a 3-way call with myself, with your leader, with Lisa, with anybody. We need to get people excited and ready to run. Never apologize for being who you are. I know a lot of people coming in from other companies have been getting a lot of negative comments from people. I'm not going to go into this. But just don't apologize for being who you are, okay? We're all doing this to help our families. So no one decides your life for you. No one's going to pay your bills. If you're embarrassed to share this journey, you need to get over yourself. If you're scared that you're going to be bugging your friends and family on Facebook, you need to get over yourself. They don't pay your bills at the end of the day. So you need to get out of your own way. You need to be accountable to yourself. If you need an accountability partner, this is something that's huge too. Find somebody that is on the same level as you, that you can relate to, that you can keep each other accountable, that you can have daily tasks and check in with them and make sure that you hit your goals for that day. Except if you fail, we're all going to fail from time to time. You're going to get a no, all that stuff. Accept it for what it is, okay? Failure is not who you are. It does not define you. No's happen, but you are not a product of the no's. So anything negative, let it roll off your shoulders. Talk to people about it. Make it your goal to help others. Make it your goal to change someone's life. Don't waste an opportunity. Get out of your own way. There's so much opportunity out there, and we hold ourselves back out of fear. So don't let your fear control you. You have to get out there. You have to do it. You have to be involved. You have to be engaged. This has gone on for 37 minutes of me rambling. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have an amazing day. Again, let's plan a Zoom ASAP. Let me know what works for you. If you have any questions, anything that I didn't go over or anything that needs clarifying, drop a comment below. Send me a message. All right, guys. I hope you have a good day. I hope this was helpful.